down there, and is Hillary Clinton looking past this year's election? Speculation's been rampant that she's only stayed in this long to set herself up for a shot at another 4 years, 2012. Time for America's Voice, where we see what's hot on talk radio, and that is What is Hot. Armstrong Williams, Stephanie Miller, good evening to both of you. Armstrong, I hear you're telling your listeners that this is all about 2012 for Hillary Clinton. Explain that.
Well, obviously, Mrs. Clinton, along with the rest of this country, knows that she cannot win the nomination. Her husband made a comment recently that if his wife is not the nominee in November, that the Democrats can't win. So obviously, it's an indication that they want Senator John McCain to win, because that's her best chance at seeking her entitlement in 2012, because if she does it in 2016, she will be 69 years old. So these people are too smart, too savvy, and have run too many campaigns not to understand what the tea leaves are saying. And so, in other words, I mean, she wants Senator Barack Obama defeated, and if she can't do it, then the best thing that she has going is to send out the kind of images and the kind of rhetoric to give an indication to people, code signs, that she felt that Senator John McCain is the better candidate right now until she challenges him in 2012.
Well, here's where we hit a wall on this logic in the current primary scenario, Stephanie. What does Hillary Clinton do after next Tuesday? Because after Montana and South Dakota go a week from today, there are no more primary votes to be cast.
I agree with you, Bill. I think Hillary's presidential GPS is broken, because, as you know, the road to the White House went through Ohio and then Pennsylvania, and then it was recalculating route, and now it goes through Puerto Rico, apparently. So I don't know if I'm down with the conspiracy theory that Armstrong is. I'm not sure what she's doing, but it has gotten to be kind of Sunset Boulevard time. It's like the presidency is, she's still big, the presidency's gotten small.
Well, you know, if she says she's going to fight to the very end, you know what I would do if I were her, Armstrong? After next Tuesday, I'd go to Columbus, Ohio, and Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and Charleston, West Virginia, and say, I won here, and Barack Obama did not.
Well, you know, listen, you know, back to Stephanie and the conspiracy theory, I got to tell you, when you're talking about reasoning why you should stay in the presidential race, and you're meeting before the journalists in South Dakota, and the only two things that you can come up with is what happened to your husband in June, and he did not claim the nomination, and then you say, well, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. was assassinated. I think we've gotten an x-ray into the soul of Mrs. Clinton. If there's anyone who's promoting conspiracy theories, she's hoping that fate will step in and give them what they feel they're entitled to. Mrs. Clinton, this race is over. I don't know why she would not show what little grace and dignity that she has left. I mean, this is a woman, no matter how much I may have criticized her and maligned her myself, but I had tremendous respect for their intellect, respect for the fact that they knew how to win, what they've been able to do in this country. But I got to tell you, so much of this respect is being lost. You can't go anywhere now on the radio airways. It's not conservatives and moderates calling in talking about Mrs. Clinton. It's her own party. People who love and respect her, they just find her utterly disgusting.
Let me get Stephanie to answer. Are you hearing that same thing from your listeners, Stephanie?
You know, Bill, unfortunately I am, to a large degree. I think that Armstrong is right. It is tough to defend this RFK comment. I mean, you know, and then the apology, if anyone was offended, I'm sorry. I mean, to reference one of the most traumatic moments in our history, right after Ted Kennedy's, you know, sad diagnosis and the anniversaries of those things, I don't see how you can defend it.
Stephanie, thank you for your time. Armstrong, thanks again to you as well, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Megan?
Well, the photo